In the past, I always struggled with staying consistent and motivated when working towards a goal or trying to form a new habit. Initially, I would be highly motivated and dedicated, but as time went on, that motivation would fade, and I would start slacking off. I would become inconsistent and easily fall into lazy behavior. After years of dealing with this on-and-off performance, I finally discovered the most effective system to overcome this issue: accountability. Accountability is about taking responsibility for our actions and being able to give a valid reason for what we do or don't do. However, the key is not to be accountable to ourselves. We often accept weak excuses from ourselves because it's convenient, and we easily talk ourselves out of doing certain things due to our own limiting beliefs, fears, and excuses. That's why it's crucial to outsource our accountability to others. We need to find people we trust, respect, and value. Individuals who set a high standard and won't let us off the hook easily. This could be a spouse, friend, colleague, mentor, or coach. For example, if you want to build the habit of meditating for 10 minutes per day, you could start a 30-day challenge and assign someone as your accountability partner. Every day for 30 days, you'll have to report your progress to this person. If you didn't meditate that day, you'll have to admit it to your accountability partner and explain why. This external accountability will bring awareness to how often our excuses are actually ridiculous. A quick tip is to provide physical proof of your progress, leaving no room for cheating. It's even better when you can show evidence of your efforts. In reality, you'll notice that your desired behavior becomes more consistent when you have an accountability partner. When you have to explain your lack of action to someone else, you're more likely to ensure it doesn't happen. We're wired as social creatures, and our survival instincts are closely tied to our social environment. Being perceived as productive, consistent, and reliable matters more to us than proving it to ourselves. We care deeply about enhancing our social status and strengthening our position within a group or relationship. Let's take the example of snoozing after waking up. On days when I wake up next to my girlfriend, I am much more likely to resist hitting the snooze button and immediately get out of bed. Why is this? Although we don't have an official accountability agreement on snoozing, I still feel the effects of having someone whose opinion I value in my environment and who is aware of my behavior. Subconsciously, I don't want to appear lazy or unreliable, so I simply get out of bed when the alarm rings. However, when I wake up alone, I have to fight this battle alone as well. If I lose, there's no one to witness my lack of discipline, and therefore the psychological pain remains minimal. Now let's consider the popular example of New Year's resolutions. Many people set good intentions, such as quitting smoking, exercising more, or eating less junk food, but they usually give up within 3 weeks. This is because they rely solely on themselves. Once the initial motivation wears off, they easily revert to old behaviors without any significant consequences. A much more reliable strategy to turn your New Year's resolutions into a success story is by assigning accountability partners. You could start a small mastermind group of 34 people, all with their own New Year's resolutions. Do regular accountability sessions, whether online or offline, where you share your progress, results, and intermediate goals. Simply knowing that you have to explain any procrastination or lack of progress can provide enough leverage to prevent it from happening. On the other hand, the thought of sharing your wins with others is incredibly motivating and pushes you to take action. With this system, you create an environment that supports consistency, which is a far more reliable way to achieve goals and build habits compared to going at it alone. This is why coaching is so powerful. Besides gaining new insights, you're held accountable for your actions, which has the most significant benefit of all. For example, my one-year goal is to earn a specific amount of profit with my business. I assigned 2 members from my mastermind group to keep me accountable for this goal. Every week, I have to report my progress to them. If I am not on track, I have to explain why and what caused the setback. If I've been slacking, I have to face the embarrassment and explain why. This accountability agreement ensures that I stay incredibly consistent even during times when I normally slack. Please note that my accountability partners not only help me stay on track, but also provide support and different perspectives when obstacles arise. Their insights go beyond simply holding me accountable, which highlights the power of a mastermind. I highly encourage you to start using the power of accountability to your advantage. If you have a specific goal or habit you want to achieve, reach out to your environment. Whether it's a friend, colleague, spouse, mentor, or coach, assign someone as your accountability partner to guarantee consistency in your pursuit. In return, you could be an accountability partner for them. This partnership will create a highly motivating and inspiring environment that will accelerate your path to success. We all want to overcome what's holding us back and live the life we dream of. But how do we do that? Easier said than done, right? Just like you, I am trying to work hard to achieve the goals I've set forth, trying to create lasting change in my life to achieve happiness and the freedom to do what we love. But sometimes, in the pursuit of those goals, we fall short at paying mind to the bad behaviors that undermine our efforts. These bad behaviors are what lead to hard times, be it debt, self-doubt, or depression. Life will always throw you curveballs. How you react to these difficult circumstances is essential for returning to a prosperous lifestyle. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what change would you like to make in your life? How will this change make you feel? Inevitably, those creepy little negative thoughts will be on the prowl. Thoughts like, why try? I've always failed in the past. Sound familiar? They do for me. Having those pesky negative thoughts in your mind is okay. We all face them at some point. It's how we react to those thoughts that is important. We have to ignore those thoughts and focus on the road ahead. I am not one to believe there's a one-size-fits-all method for overcoming this problem. The person who knows you best is yourself, but we can consider some techniques that can be helpful, such as setting yourself a short-term 30-day goal, creating a list of daily changes you want to make, creating a list of anticipated hurdles, and keeping track of your progress. This can keep you on the right track and help you overcome those pesky negative thoughts. The one thing you can control is doing what you can for yourself, eating right, exercising, reading, and getting enough sleep, doing the right things to keep yourself in the right mindset. We can achieve the most happiness by taking steps to steer our lives in the right direction while accepting that there are many things outside of our control. We all have to be willing to take risks in life. Success doesn't come without risk, although it's crucial that those risks are calculated. For example, say you're working a 9-to-5 job that you hate, but you've been dreaming of quitting and starting your own business. The thought is a start, but one day you've had enough, so you left your job in pursuit of that business, even though you haven't really set out a plan or even have a concrete product to work toward. This is a severe risk and one that will likely leave you never wanting to retake a big risk again. We need to calculate and wait for the opportune time. Start with a small risk. Reason through that risk. Start paying mind to the fear of risks that are holding you back. Maybe they are not so dangerous after all. Learn from the past, but don't allow it to control you. Allow yourself to enjoy life, be happy, and take the risk despite what you've chosen for your life in the past. We must allow ourselves to move forward. It's how we react to those mistakes that strengthen us mentally. Ask yourself, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? These two questions allow us to learn, recalibrate, and be better prepared to try again. We can better do this by keeping our eyes on the prize, making a list of why you don't want to make the same mistake, and then adapting based on that list. Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, is most famous for his invention of the light bulb. However, he failed many times. Did you know Edison created an electric pen? A ghost machine? Probably no. Well, that's because they were complete and utter failures. But Edison used those failures as learning opportunities, a chance to experiment with what works and what doesn't. Those failures put him one step closer to success. Think of failures as milestones towards a path of success. Allow yourself to take some pride in your failures and mistakes. Now, at the end of the day, watching this video isn't going to be enough to make a change, but hopefully it can help bring you to a mindset of mental strength that can help you continue on the path towards your dreams. So, what actions are you going to implement in your life? How will you overcome the negative thoughts and bad behaviors? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable and it has helped you in any way, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. Your support will help us continue to create content that empowers and brings positive change to people's lives. Thank you for watching, and remember, you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Keep pushing forward and never give up. You know the feeling, right? You're at a loose end. Everything seems to be falling apart. The days roll right into one another without a break. You can't seem to focus, and you're always stressed out about something, but still can't seem to find the time or motivation to cross any of it off your list. But here you are watching this video. Why? Because you don't want it to be that way. You're sick of the endless anxiety cycle of stress ruling your life. You want to enjoy your time, not feel tossed around by the waves of your emotions. You want to feel focused, productive, and fulfilled. But maybe the solution isn't quite so complicated as quitting your job, moving to Spain, and becoming an oil painter, though if that's what you want, go for it. It might just be that you need to become a bit more mindful. Mindfulness is the practice of becoming more present and aware of what's happening around you right now. Google defines it as a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, used as a therapeutic technique. Or, as John Kabat-Zinn, founder of the Center for Mindfulness at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, puts it, mindfulness is a way of befriending ourselves and our experience. If you're looking for ways to become more mindful, here are 8 simple things you can incorporate into your life to befriend yourself and your experience. Point 1. Meditation. Meditation is an ancient practice that helps clear your mind, focus your energy, and calm your emotions. If you find yourself struggling to stay productive at work or study for a big exam, sit down for just 5 minutes and focus on your breath. There are tons of great meditation apps online that can help guide your practice. If you're really looking to unplug, set a timer for your desired time and spend your meditation focusing on your breath. When your mind begins to wander, it always does, work on remembering to focus on your breath. Such a simple little exercise can help you feel more grounded and relaxed. Incorporating 5 or 10-minute meditation practices into your day at key points can help you refocus during the day, feel mentally prepared, and reduce anxiety. Point 2. Gratitude journal. A gratitude journal is another easy practice to incorporate into your daily life. Just pick a notebook or your current journal and set aside time every day to write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. Right before bed is a great time to write in a gratitude journal so you can reflect over the day and end it on a positive note. Give yourself a challenge and try to pick different things every day. At first, you'll pick obvious things to be grateful for, like your new car or your best friend. But over time, you'll start realizing you're grateful for lots of things you hadn't really taken the time to appreciate before, like the smell of fresh baked bread or the way the sun shines through your blinds in the morning. Eventually, you'll have a whole long list of things you're grateful for, and some of those things might just surprise you. Plus, you'll practice mindfulness in a way that cultivates positivity. Point 3. Yoga. Yoga helps you connect with your body and get a little exercise in, depending on how hard you decide to go. And all you really need to get started is a mat. Try adding some yoga to your life early in the morning. Sign up for a class before work to get you up and going before your day really starts. It's the perfect way to center yourself and practice mindfulness before the rest of the day. Another great time to add some yoga is right before bed. Turn on a 5 or 10-minute yoga session on YouTube and come back to your body as you prepare for deep sleep. Point 4. Take difficult things bird by bird. In the book Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing and Life by Anne Lamott, she describes that her little brother once had a school project coming up that he had forgotten about. We were out at our family cabin in Bolinas, and he was at the kitchen table, close to tears, surrounded by binder paper and pencils and unopened books on birds, immobilized by the hugeness of the task ahead. Then my father sat down beside him, put his arm around my brother's shoulder, and said, "Bird by bird, buddy. Just take it bird by bird. When it comes to our daily tasks or any task that's stressing you out, remember the bird by bird method. Simply do the first thing you need to do, then do the next thing, then the next. Before you know it, you'll have completed the project. Don't let the enormity of your task stress you out. Mindfulness is about focusing on what's right in front of you. The first bird. Point 5. Create rituals. Another great way to become more mindful is to create little rituals during your day. A ritual can be a moment to reflect, ground yourself, and refocus. A ritual could simply be brewing your morning coffee and giving yourself time to drink it before you head to work. Or it could be taking your lunch break outside in a park. Or it could be turning on a certain music playlist before going to the gym. Little rituals can give us a chance to slow down and reset. Take these moments to appreciate that you have the opportunity to even enjoy them. Focus on the taste of your morning coffee, on the feel of the sun, on the simplicity of the moment. Point 6. Limit phone use. It's no secret that phones can be a huge distraction and probably cut down on your mental focus. Unfortunately, it's also easy to let phone use get out of hand. We have tons of apps and games and shows to keep us preoccupied. But when you think about it, how much good does being on your phone for hours on end really do for your life? Do you feel fulfilled and happy at the end of one of those binges? Probably not. Probably being on your phone so much doesn't make you feel that great, and you wish you weren't so reliant on it. Make the conscious effort to limit your phone use by putting it out of sight, in a sock drawer or in another room when you're working, studying, or trying to focus on something else. When it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Point 7. Clear clutter. Just like having your phone out of sight puts it out of mind, Having too much clutter in sight causes a cluttered mind. Clutter might not seem like that big of a deal on the surface, but it has a huge impact on your mental state and can keep you feeling anxious even if you don't realize it. Visual clutter can be on your desk in your house, in those drawers you've never bothered to organize. It can also be on your computer, in that mess of documents and files you haven't sorted. When your physical and digital space is a mess, it makes finding the important things more difficult, wasting your time and causing more stress. Take 20 minutes every day to clean your space. You'll probably be surprised at how much cleaning you can get done in 20 minutes. During your cleaning, put on some fun music and jam out. It'll make the time go faster and give you another moment in the day to practice mindfulness. When you're done, your space will be so much easier to work and live in, reducing your stress and improving your ability to focus. Point 8. Go outside. Spend some time outside as much as possible. Plan hikes on the weekend or strolls down your neighborhood park. Take 10 minutes every morning to drink your coffee outside rather than inside. Instead of spending the evening on your phone, take a good book outside and read. Plan a picnic or a sports game. Spending time in nature not only improves mindfulness, but it also improves your mood. In conclusion, get outside, take time for yourself, appreciate the little things, and remember to breathe. With a little extra mindfulness, you'll find your days feeling more full, more enjoyable. You'll feel more in control of your thoughts and emotions. You'll reduce your stress and anxiety. And you may even begin to befriend your experience and yourself. Would you like the full illustration from this video? Click here and I'll send it right over. If you are already subscribed to my free Art of Improvement email newsletter, then there's a copy of it already waiting in your inbox. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome week.